All right, so here I am on the graph paper, and I've listed out our 5 candidate points that might provide us, well, certainly one of those will provide us our maximum profit. And I want to revisit the first example we did where we found that maximum profit. We were in the case where Otto makes $1 profit on cars and $1 profit on trucks. And we know, because we've already done this exercise, that 6 cars and 2 trucks is going to make Otto the maximum profit. Let's take some time now to formalize our thinking, to take all of those calculations out of our head and onto the paper where it's easier to do the work. And we'll find a process for doing this for any kind of constrained optimization problem that we find in life. And remember, constrained optimization problems are some of the most applicable things to what you'll experience in your world. Our task is to find the maximum profit. And before we get into that, let's take ourselves some notes. Well, cars, we know we make $1 profit based on our write-up. And we also know that cars is associated with our X variable. Trucks also make $1 of profit. And we know that trucks is associated with our Y variable. That information comes from the graph that we've set up here and cars and trucks in our equations. Just a little refresher. Okay, so let's construct a profit equation. Here are our notes. We're going to construct profit equations. Every profit equation starts out like this. P of x, y equals. And the way that we can think of this in English is the profit on cars and trucks is, and let's figure out what the profit on cars and trucks is. Well, we know it's $1 profit for every car that we make. So if we make 5 cars, that's $1 times 5 cars. If we make some unknown number, it's $1 times X number of cars. The amount of profit we make on trucks is $1 profit on trucks. And so we write that as $1 times Y for the same reasons. And the total amount of profit that Otto makes altogether is $1 on his cars plus, or $1 for every one of his cars, plus $1 for every one of his trucks. And this, can you believe it? We are already done. It's pretty straightforward. Our profit on cars and trucks is $1 for every car, plus $1 for every truck that we make. And the procedure for constructing these profit equations really is just take good notes and turn those notes into a math statement. Cars make $1, and that's our X variable, 1 times X. Trucks make $1, and Y is the variable, 1 times Y. And you just add those things together, and that's the total profit. What we're going to do is use our profit equation with our 5 candidate points to see which combo makes the most profit when our profit is $1 on each cars and trucks. And we won't be surprised when we see that 6 cars and 2 trucks is that combo that makes us the most money. So meet me in the next video. Let's talk about using our profit equations and Let's keep it up.